Our last podcast in 2023 to talk about all things Indian Hill Braves with AD Brian Phelps. Brian, how are we doing this morning?
Doing great. Thanks, Rob.
Thanks for taking the time. Let's wrap up our last show of the year. Let's get through the winter sports. I know you have some business to talk about afterwards and get all the fans in Indian Hill up to speed. Let's talk boys basketball. I know that there was a huge milestone for Coach Hill that you'd like to talk about and also talk about the team at this point is having a great start to the season.
Yeah, great start to the year. Started off 5-0, 3-0 in the CHL. This past week, we hosted the Madeira Mustangs, and Coach Hill earned his 200th varsity career win. So that's always fun to celebrate milestones like that. Then went to Reading on Friday and played a tough Reading team after being up quite a bit. They made a nice little comeback. We held on to win by 10, and then on Saturday traveled to Northwest, and really a fun game, a very athletic game, kind of back and forth. We were up a lot, got down, I think 8 with 3.5 minutes left, and won it at the end. So it's good to have some of those types of games under our belt early in the year, that we can kind of think back on when times are tough, maybe later in the season. So we'll have another league game this Friday as we go to who do we go to?
Hold on.
Go to Finneytown. We go to Finneytown.
Finneytown Friday at 7:30.
Right. And then we will host LaSalle on Saturday before we head to Palm Springs to play over the break.
Yeah, that's exciting. Well, best of luck to them. Congrats on the start of the season. Best of luck this week and as they travel out west. Let's switch over to the girls' side. Some very competitive games. Had a great week last week, and then let's see, looks like they have one game this week, a CHL game hosting Deer Park. Let's talk girls basketball, Brian.
Yeah, after some tough games to get the season started, we've won 4 in a row, and those happen to be all CHL league games. So really a battle on this past Saturday with Wyoming. Wyoming is a much improved girls basketball program. A lot of fun. Ended up winning that game 49-40. Tonight, as we host Deer Park, it's also our alumni night. So we'll invite some of our girls basketball alums back to be in attendance and do some fun things after the game. And it's exam week this week, so it's a little lighter week for both the boys and the girls. But as girls wrap up here in Cincinnati, they'll head down to Naples to play a handful of games over the break.
Yeah, best of luck to them as things wind down in 2023, and safe travels to South Florida. Let's dive into the pool talk. Let's talk swimming.
Yeah, well, at Walnut this past weekend, I think as we kind of chatted last time, this is an interesting part of the swim season where you typically don't have your full team. Some of your club swimmers are still finishing some events before they join. So it's good to get some of the kids that aren't in some of the bigger tournaments, some experience and in the pool and get going. And we really look forward to getting back after the new year and kind of start hitting it hard. Our divers had a nice weekend. Josie Festa finished second overall, but Maricel Mason is also a nice diver for us. So both on our boys and girls side, we have a handful of divers, and our girls especially are really strong this year.
Yeah, they kind of taper here in December, get ready for that grind. You got a quad meet to kind of on Thursday to kind of wrap up your 2023 season, and then get ready for that Coaches Classic and all the invitationals, and get ready for sectionals. So best of luck to them. Best of luck to them as we wind 2023 down. Let's go to the mat, talk wrestling.
Yeah, I know our program director, Nate Iger, is really excited. His core of group of wrestlers was at North College Hill this past weekend, finished 5th out of, I think, 19 teams.
Great.
Had some really nice performances by a handful of our kids. But we really look forward to the Coaches Classic this weekend, Friday and Saturday. And, we have some kids that really have a chance to make it onto the state tournament. So I know it's easy to get excited about that, and some young kids too. So it's wrestling has a lot to look forward to, not only this year, but in years to come.
Yeah, that's great, because it's, as we've talked previously, it's a tough sport. It's a grind, and the the fact that they're having a great experience and numbers are up is very exciting for the wrestling program. Let's go into the lanes. I know bowling is fairly new to Indian Hill, and I think the sky's the limit with this high school sport. Let's talk bowling.
Yep. So they've had a little bit of time off. They'll get back on the lanes on Wednesday, and they're one or two matches a week right now. But as you said, it's a great sport to get some of our kids going. Some of our kids are going to be really solid bowlers, and excited to see what the future brings for bowling, because I know we even have some middle schoolers chomping at the bit to get started. So lot to look forward to with bowling.
Yeah, that is. Best of luck to them. And then we'll wrap up our sport review this week. Let's talk gymnastics.
Yeah, Samantha Rosakis, looking forward to getting some good pictures and results for her soon. I know it's been a great start. Talked to her mom a little bit the other day, and Coach Connor of our Country Day has really been happy with her development. So kind of like swimming, we're just kind of getting going, and there'll be a lot to report here in the next couple of shows.
That sounds great, Brian. I know there's some business that you'd like to review with your fans. First, let's talk about some signees that are looking to continue their athletic career at the collegiate level.
Yeah, we had two more kids commit to their academic and athletic career moving forward, which takes us up to 14 kids so far, which is, I think, just an awesome number for a smaller school like Indian Hill. But Alex Castellini committed to Columbia University for rowing, and
Wow.
Jack Pollock will play tennis at Bowdoin next year too. Just wonderful schools. So I love the mix of divisions our kids go to, the types of schools they go to, really all over the board, from big time Division I schools to Ivy League schools to great Division III liberal arts schools. So a lot of fun to kind of just see where our kids land that way.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff. Speaking of exciting stuff, you've got Hall of Fame announcement to make to the fans.
Yeah, Hall of Fame will be on January 26th, and we get to induct this year Dan Murphy, who was early class of 70, actually, just a tremendous basketball player back in his day. Kevin Seipel, longtime football coach, was the AD here, so he'll come back to be inducted. And just a heck of a man, and his dad was actually my middle school history teacher, Ted Bolzer.
Wow.
Will be inducted. Ted has had a great career, not only here at Indian Hill, but as he moved on, including even playing in the NFL for a little bit. So 3 very quality people being inducted on January 26th.
Very nice. That's outstanding. And then we want to wrap this show up just to give an update on the field house for all the fans that have watched the releases, and update on the field house.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's really exciting times. We're meeting weekly to just talk about the construction process, and we hope to get shovels in the ground soon. We do have a little bit of a gap we're still working on, a couple $1 million of a $10 million project. So as always, if you're interested in being part of the Fieldhouse project, please contact me directly.
Sounds great. Well, we will start these shows back up second Monday in January to get the fans up to speed with all things Indian Hill Braves. Brian, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, your staff, all the fans of Indian Hill, and I appreciate your time as always, and we'll touch base in the new year.
You as well, Rob. Merry Christmas, and thanks. See you soon.